Okay, so we're going to do the sine law. And so sine law works if you have an angle and its opposite side, and then a side or an angle, and you're trying to find the one opposite of it. So for instance, I have, if you look, I have PQR, so I have Q here, pencil, I have Q, and I have Q. Not sure if you know how to label triangles, so we'll quickly go over that. So angles are always capitals, and then when you look at the side across, which is this one here, it's always going to be the lowercase. And if the letters look the same as the big ones, I usually just put a line over it to show you that it's lowercase. And so then that would be R. So if we look, I'll just quickly erase that. So if you look, we have Q and we have little q. So Q and little q. And we have little r, so therefore we would have to find big R, which is the angle. So the sine law is just all it is a proportion. And so my pencil's not working very good, it looks like. So if I have sine Q, and I want to know if that should be proportional to side Q. And I'm going to compare that to another angle, because we know that as angles get larger, so does their side that is opposite of them. So therefore a really large angle will have a big side, and a small angle will have a smaller side. Of course, in relation to the other angles there. That's why the hypotenuse is always the biggest side, because it's opposite of 90. You can't get greater than 90. So this is going to be in relation to sine R over R. So now you fill in what you have, and you should always have three pieces of information. So here we have sine 39 degrees over 28 is equal to sine R over 41. Now, it's really important to, if you're solving for an angle, to put your signs in the top. If not, what you can do is, if you were solving for a side, you would just flip everything. So that would be sine Q, but we would put Q at the top, and we would have R over sine R. And it doesn't change it, as long as you do the exact same thing to both sides, which means we just flipped both of them. That's perfectly fine. The equality is maintained. And you just always want to try and put whatever you're solving for in the numerator. So here we're solving for R, and that just makes sense to have that in the numerator. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure to calculate in degrees, because if it's not in degrees and it's in radian or gradient, you won't get the right answer. So you're actually going to do and figure out what sine, what sine 39 is. So 39 sine, or sine 39, whatever your calculator is, should give you 0.629. Okay. Try and do at least 4 decimal places just so you have an accurate answer. Over 28 equals sine R, which we don't know what that is, over 41. Now what you're going to do is you're going to try and get this sine R alone on its side. So you always ask yourself, what is sine R and 41 doing with one another? Are they multiplying, dividing, adding, or subtracting? And since they're dividing, the opposite of dividing is to multiply. So you multiply both sides by 41. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. Those are going to go away. So now we have 41 times 0.62. And we end up with 25.802 all over 28 equals sine R. So now what we're going to do is you're just going to divide by 28, which is decimal 9215 equals sine R. And you're like, well, that doesn't equal a very big angle. If this was 39 degrees, so if this one was 39 degrees here, and this was 28, if I have 41 here, my angle should be bigger because those are proportional. So how you go from R, how you find the actual angle R, is you do our sine -1 R. r, because really what -1 means in terms of exponents is you just divided it off, which is the same thing as saying divide both sides by r. So you have to go, this is where you have to press shift or second function sine, and then you can actually just press your answer button. And I might show you this on the screen later because you can't really see my calculator. And I get 67.15 degrees, and that is equal to r. And so you ask yourself, does that seem logical? Well, if this was 28 and 39, 39 degrees gave me a side of 28, then it would make sense that if I had a side length of 41, that it should be larger, and it is. How much larger, it's hard to tell without having the rest of the pieces of information, but that's what you would do. Okay, so that's the sine law.